What's up, everyone? I just wanted to intro this video real quick. This video is a brief intro of who I am from the new podcast, Coffee with Fox, so it isn't super educational. If it's not as cleaned up as you're used to on YouTube, I apologize. Give me a few videos as I'm still getting used to talking to the camera. My name is Zach, with the startup company of my own named Fox Physique, personal training, nutrition, and mental wellness for men and women alike. A lot of men's coaching, but general life stuff as well. I'm an ESA certified PT, personal trainer, and nutritionist. And that's my certifications. Now, I don't really believe in certifications, so a lot of times if I'm teaching a personal trainer or something like that, how to get started, certification is kind of like the entry point. It's honestly not hard to get certified, so you got to learn how to be a personal trainer on your own. And we're going to cover topics like that, topics about how to bodybuild, how to get lean, how to eat properly for health, as well as your physique and conditioning, and just general life stuff. Whenever you have a question, guys, just put it in the chat, put it in the comments. Feel free to subscribe if you like the channel, if you like the content. So a little bit about myself. I grew up in upstate New York, and I was really skinny and I didn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I think that's the same story for a lot of people who get into bodybuilding as a sport. A lot of times it's really just, a dude who's too small, sometimes too big. But usually the guys that are too small feel like they have a lot to prove for themselves. They're not really that confident when they're going through high school and stuff. And so that was pretty much my story. I was 120 pounds. 5'6", 5'7", in that range. My rib cage was always large, but it also kind of like looked funny on me because I wasn't really grown into it. Now, when I started training, I started growing quite a bit, and I think in my first year of training, I put on about, I want to say 15, 20 pounds of quality muscle, which was amazing. Every day waking up and looking in the mirror and seeing, wow, I'm literally becoming a different person, not just physically, but actually in my life as well. Personal training, or not personal training, but bodybuilding at the time, powerlifting, really changed how I interacted with people on a day-to-day basis. A lot of the aggression that I had as a male was repressed, as a lot of guys are nowadays. And I think really anger is just simply repressed aggression. That's all it is. And when you have a place to express that aggression, which is in the gym, then you become a lot more free. That basically the cork comes out of your mouth like a wine bottle or a champagne, I guess. The cork comes out of your mouth. You're able to express yourself in the gym by lifting weights and getting your aggression out like that. And if you don't think that you need aggression to lift weights, then you've never lifted over 200 pounds before. Anyone that's lifted over 200 pounds will 100% know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, training really changed my life, honestly. Among other things, for me, my walk with God is number one. Having a family as well had a massive impact on my life, but also going to the gym really was a very important seed, which eventually grew into significant self-confidence and totally changed the way that I view life, how I interact in the gym, how I interact in life when it comes to like sales for my personal training business, and just my careers in general. I've worn a lot of hats, but I've kind of settled in on this niche that we're doing right now when it comes to talking to people about personal training, mental wellness, nutrition, online, as well as in person when I go to train for the 4 hours that I train in person at the gym. And then, the rest of my time is spent on marketing and things like that. So that's what training's done for me. And I really do feel like you might not have the same story. Your starting point might be lower than mine. Your starting point might be higher than mine. I want to say a lot of people's starting points are going to be a lot higher than mine, since I did deal with a lot of depression in my youth. I still deal with it here and there, but I actually am able to deal with it versus it was kind of dealing with me when I was younger. So that might not be your story, but I do think that through personal training, lifting heavy weights, exercising, eating right, and just overall changing your mindset when it comes to the things that you put in your mind and the things that you say out of your mouth, I do think that it will have a very strong impact on anyone's life who's watching and anyone's life who is also not watching.